they are big.
They can create a wedge.
I'm not gonna say burden, but
it can become a wedge or a barrier to the spouses.
It is
continuing to connect.
It is.
People drift apart when they have kids, partly because they don't communicate their needs, but partly because kids take up so much time, or parents give their kids so much time that they don't take the time for themselves as a couple. And that's where the problem is.
I don't know what could we tell them? I mean, we're not perfect.
That's the thing. That's where you gotta, you shut your door and say, no kids, y'all do your own thing, or when the kids go to bed, like if you have younger kids, you put them to bed and you say, okay, let's take some time for ourselves. Even if it's an hour where you talk to your spouse or your partner, your relation, or whatever, you talk to them and you communicate, but you can't just sit there. Yes, I talk with my hands.
Natalie, I wish you could see this on video. Natalie's talking with her hands, and her hands are going all over the place.
Okay. I'm exercising. But that's why funny. It's important to find that time and have date nights. I mean, we don't even have date night that often. But what I do is I'm like, Ian, let's watch TV or lay to bed late.
Sorry, keep going.
It's not a doo-doo brown song. So what I do like to do is say, hey, Ian, let's go, or sometimes we'll leave and go to eat for an hour by ourselves and leave the kids at home. That's how our kids are older now. But when they were younger, we used to do quiet time. When they were like,
did we?
Yes, I'd make them stand in the room and I'd say it's quiet time.
And they would stay quiet?
Yeah, they had to stay quiet.
I don't remember that.
Maybe they were 4 or 5. I don't remember. Yeah, we used to give them quiet time.
This was at Brightview?
Yeah.
I don't remember
They had quiet time, and we would make them stay in the room for a while.
I wish I could say I remember that, but I don't remember any of that at all. I don't know what happened.
I was the one who would initiate quiet time. So that way we would spend, it may have been 20 minutes, it may have been 30 minutes, but it was just time to be together and without the kids being right there.
No, that's understandable. I mean, it's just the way it is sometimes. But I mean, as far as the kids hanging around, I also didn't like them being in bed a lot. I mean, I think we already covered that. But even when I was gone for this little Miami trip and Sam was sleeping on the floor, remember I came back? Was that from Miami?
Yeah, he likes to sleep on the floor because the dog will sleep next to him.
Listen, everybody, my 10-year-old son thinks he's the man or something. So when I'm gone out of town, Natalie lets him sleep on the floor in the room.
Well, that's where he wants to sleep. And I offer the bed, and he was like, no, I'll sleep.
And I told him, I was like, dude, when I get back, I said, you got to get your stuff out of the room. So I come back, all the stuff's on the floor, like he thinks I changed my mind. And so I just take it all, Daddy, where's my sheet and where's my pillow? I said, it's in the room. Oh, why are you putting it in the room? I was like, because you're not sleeping here.
I mean, it's in your room.
It's in your room, bro. So that's where you're sleeping tonight. Then he gets mad at me because he can't sleep in the room no more. But I mean, as a dad, I need time with you.
Right. And see that, and that's that balance, and trying to find that balance where the kid wants to be in the room, but you got to put them out, and you feel bad.
I don't feel bad.
I feel bad sometimes,
you always
but
feel
bad. But I know what's important overall. And honestly, I can't say I put my kids before my spouse. I don't. My kids come after my spouse. That's just me. That's just the way I do things. But that's to keep my relationship going, because my relationship, even after the kids are grown up, I want to maintain that. So I maintain it now, so it will be okay for later, hopefully.
I don't know. I would hope that some people are listening, and I don't know.
Well, everybody does what works for them.
Maybe you can talk about it with their spouse. More sex, something to get the spark going.
Well, I mean, the spark. That's like why sometimes when we do go out, right? I try to find us an activity that we both haven't done before. That's some of the things they recommend. Like if you're trying to reconnect with your spouse, to do an activity that you both never done before. Like we don't go to the movies together. It's rare.
We do go to the movies together. Wait.
With the kids, we don't go together. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, you're right.
Because when you go to a movie, you're not talking to the person.
That's
you're
right.
Just watching the movie.
That's right.
You're not really connecting or bonding.
So you could be kissing during the movie. That'd be connecting and bonding.
I ain't spending $13 and then kissing. I'm watching the movie.
Oh, you are a punk ass. I can't believe how dare you.
I'm getting my money's worth. What's the point of me going to the movie spending $13? Then you got to buy $15 popcorn and all that stuff.
No, that's because you're going to spend money on $15 popcorn. I ain't spending all that type of money. I don't think so.
No.
But that's messed up how you wouldn't kiss and make out in the movie.
No, I'm there to watch the damn movie. Ain't got time for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, my wife, Natalie Martin. Mm-hmm.
That's okay. But that's why I don't do movies for date night. Like you don't ever organize date night. I end up organizing it. So
I've organized a date night before.
I never pick movies.
We've gone to restaurants before, talked.
Well, that's different. You're talking, you're conversing. So yes, maybe if you do dinner and a movie, but that's so
don't
cliche.
Make it seem like I don't do. I try to do something sometimes. Damn.
Yeah.
Don't give me that.
Don't try
look.
to think back of when the last time you organized
something. When was the last time you organized something?
I always organize what we do.
Name something. I
organized in Texas when we went.
Oh, hell no.
I organized that.
My birthday?
Well, it was something.
Oh, hell no. That doesn't count, dude. That's my birthday, man. But we do that every year.
Yeah, but anytime I do organize it. Well, we've done rock climbing before together. We both went. That was horrible.
12 years ago?
Well, we
14
did.
years, your ass got stuck at the top and couldn't get down? I'm scared. I don't want to go down.
We did go-kart. Did we do go-karting before, right? Without the kids?
We've done a lot of stuff without the kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I find activities that we
Our
can
honeymoon
do
was the
kids.
best. I think our honeymoon was the best time.
Well, there was no kids even.
Hell no, there was no kids. Life was so good.
But there's
no kids.
But my point is that you got to cultivate what you got. So find a way, whether you spend time in your bedroom, even if you can't go out and you don't have a babysitter, lock the door.
I agree.
Put the kids to bed.
Yeah.
Or tell them they have to be quiet. Leave them out there watching TV and be like, if y'all make noise, you're going to bed. And you go in your room and you take time for yourselves with the kids. And if you tell them, if you knock on my door, if there's no blood, tell them if there's no blood, if there's no blood. Yeah, if there's not blood, don't knock on my door. It goes, you're gonna go to bed.
Damn.
That's what I've told them that.
You told them that before?
Yeah, if there's no blood, don't bother me.
Damn, I hope
unless somebody's hurt and dying, don't bother me.
I hope in Jesus' name there's no blood in that room.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If someone's bleeding, that means someone's hurt. Ooh. If you're not
ladies and gentlemen,
hurt, don't bother me.
You just heard what Nathalie said. If there's no problem, there's no blood. First of all, I'm not going to draw any blood in this relationship.
What are you talking about? I'm talking about the kids when they come to the door.
I know.
So that's what I'm talking. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was just trying to make a point, and then
I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
I was trying to tell them that if there's blood, it's going to be mine because now he's going to hurt me. That's what I was trying to draw the conclusion.
I don't even know where you're coming from with that, but that's why I tell the kids so they know if they bother me.
I agree.
If they bother us and it's not necessary, then they're going to go to bed. So
yeah, I agree.
They want to get to stay up, so they won't come to the door unless it's really important.
Yeah, I've seen the first time I saw it. I was like, "Now, why aren't the kids coming?" And you said because I told them to go and be quiet.
Yeah, well, but probably was one of those quiet time days. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you gonna come to my door, but that is me giving us time to reconnect.
Yeah,
because we don't.
No, you're right.
We're busy all the time, and we don't have time to talk all the time.
You're right.
I mean, we can go all week and not hardly have a conversation.
I know.
Before bed.
I know.
Right. So, but you have
Best time ever.
Right, but you can't. Anyway, I'm talking a lot today.
You were talking like a.
But you can't let that keep going. You can do that for a week, but you can't let that go for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And that's when you begin to grow apart. And when you begin to grow apart, that's when someone else can grow right in there and take your spouse. That's how it works.
Who's going to well.
That's how it happens.
What a way to end things. Someone might come in there and take your spouse.
Yep.
Damn. Well, I'm sure that's happened before to some of you all out there. It's not funny, but it happens. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody come in, if you're not paying attention, somebody will come in and take you away, or you might be the person that leaves and whatever. I don't know.
Yep. Because you're not happy, so you start confiding in somebody else.
It's amazing how everything is based on emotions and how you feel. And
lack of communication.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds simple enough on the surface, but, I mean, just by communicating and just telling people how you feel, and I mean, I think you can change a lot, but.
Yes. So husbands, if you are feeling a certain way, if you're feeling forgotten, if you're feeling that you're not that important to your wife or your spouse or whoever you are, whoever you got.
Punks.
If it's a husband to another husband, whatever.
Punks.
But if you're not feeling like you're getting that attention that you need, tell the person. If you feel like, but don't be like, you're not paying. No, say, I miss you. I miss spending time with you. And what can we do to get that back? Tell the person like that. Don't be like, you don't want to have sex with me anymore, or you don't pay no attention to me. No,
I think she's making fun of me with that little last comment right there.
No, I'm not actually. I'm just talking in general. Okay. I'm just talking in general. So you got to tell the person. In the same way, if the person is coming to you with their need, you need to address that and say, I hear you, and let's figure out a way to make this work.
Well,
if you want to keep your relationship going, that's what you got to do. There's no way around it. Or else eventually it's going to die.
That's
like an old withered up flower.
Withered up flower.
And then all the little petals fall off.
Damn, Natalie, that's very sad.
It is. That's what I'm saying. But when people split up, I always feel very sad. I really do. I'm like, oh, why can't they make it work? Like, what happened?
Yeah,
I feel sad. It makes me sad.
But I mean, it's hard to make relationships work, dude. It's very difficult, and sometimes some people just can't get it to work. It doesn't mean they're bad people.
No, it's because
it just doesn't work.
No, that's true too. I mean, like I said, I just think it's sad. So that's why as much as you can to prevent that happening, I try to help people to do that.
No. Oh. Well, welcome to the Natalie show today. Psychologist Natalie has spoken for the last 20 minutes.
I've been doing a lot of talking. I apologize. Everyone.
Obviously, I'm not paying her attention. That's why she's talking like that.
Actually, you know what? I haven't talked really that much this week.
Oh my God.
I work at home and I don't get out very often, and I'm a super extrovert.
If anybody wants to come in and record an episode, please come in so Natalie has somebody to talk to during the podcast recording.
Yes, we need to. Oh yeah, we need to keep getting our friends and family visitors to the show.
Yeah, that's coming up. We have some friends and some special guests on the upcoming episodes.
Pretty much everyone's going to always be friends and family, people that we know.
Well, I mean, we're going to keep the episodes positive for the most part, and keep everything going in the direction that'll help people. But I am so glad we were able to talk about this today, and for all the listeners out there that have a streaming, you can join us on. I wonder if I can remember all this.
Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, the #1 podcast. That's what I keep hearing on the radio. the number one app for podcasts.
Google Podcasts.
Spreaker.
Yep. What's the other one? Spreaker, Google Podcast, iHeartRadio, Castbox,
Spotify.
What's the rest of them?
I don't know the rest. That's on your. That's
oh
your
damn!
MO.
I used to know.
I don't know any of them.
Please comment on the Family Mess Facebook page. We have that up and running. Please leave your comments there. Subscribe, like, everything to make us get our numbers up. But it's true.
How about we just want to hear from you? That's always my
future episodes. We've gotten a lot of positive feedbacks for future episodes. So thank you all for that, and we'll see you soon in the next episode of the Family Mess Podcast. God bless.